In the heart of the city, where dreams come alive, B-Wap's on the mic with that fire in his eyes. From the court to the field, every game, every fight, he's the voice of the struggle under stadium lights. He's seen the highs and the lows, the wins and the pain, every triumph and tear, every loss in the rain. But through it all, he stands tall, never backs down, with a heart full of love for this sports-loving town. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Every story, every glory, every promise we keep. From the love of the game to the struggles we face, he's the voice of the people in this sacred space. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. There's a love in the air for the game and the grind, for the players who hustle, leaving it all behind. Through the sweat and the tears, the blood and the fight, B-Wap tells the stories under the bright lights. In the silence of the night, when the crowd fades away, he's the echo of hope at the end of the day. With a heart full of dreams and a voice full of soul,
What's going on, family? You're watching Sports Talk with B-Watts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Only thing I ask that you do as you come in, hit that like button. Hit that like button and continue to smash that. You already know. Smash that button. You already know. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. And hit that notification bell. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. Once again, if you'd like to continue to support the broadcast in any kind of way, simply by Cash App, Super Chat, or just by joining the membership. The joint tag is on the front of my page. All you got to do is hit that joint button and join the membership. Anything you do will be highly appreciated. All right? All right. Once again, family, hey, you're watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Welcome, family. Missed y'all on last night. Had a lot to do, but I got that done. Took care of my family and everything they need to do to get ready for college coming up next week. All right? All right. Listen, Shedeur Sanders entered into his third training camp with the Cleveland Browns as one of the quarterbacks that's on the team. And today was his third day, and you already know what happened. I'm sure you already know. He went in now with a vengeance and lit them up. According to ESPN Cleveland, Shedeur Sanders had one of the best passing completion ratings again. Once again, Shedeur is taking advantage of his opportunity, whatever Kevin Stefanski and the offensive coaches decide to give him. Now, when you look at Joe Flacco, he's the senior. He's the proven veteran, as many people who are talking about this Cleveland Browns quarterback room. Joe Flacco, he's been a Super Bowl champion. He got experience. He's been there in 2023. He's a former MVP. He got he know the playbook and everything. But every time, I mean every time, family, this ESPN Cleveland tracker come out and Joe Flacco name is up top, he has the worst pass completion rate on this chart than any other quarterback since they've been keeping it up. There ain't no lie. That's no lie. That is no lie. Every time you see Joe Flacco name up there and you look at his numbers, he be the worst one every time. But he the one that everybody say gonna start. He the one that everybody say gonna he got the strongest arm, but he the one that everybody saying is better than Shedeur Sanders, Kenny Pickett, and Dylan Gabriel. But every time, every time, all but 2 days ago when Shedeur had hit first, Shedeur had the worst one. But every other time than that, Joe Flacco had the worst pass completion rating according to ESPN Cleveland Track. It's just a fact. Go back and check it out. Go back and check it out. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just being honest with you. I'm being honest with you right now. He be the worst one. The worst one every time. Today, he was 4 for 11. 4 for 11. Now, you supposed to be an MVP. You ain't got no pads on. You supposed to know the offense. You supposed to be this and you supposed to be that. But guess what? He be the worst one every time. Kenny Pickett beat him out. Dylan Gabriel beat him out. And we already know Shedeur beat him out. Shedeur have the best one every time, all but one that I have recalled. And that was the first day of training camp. But everybody else, Joe Flacco be the worst one. Name be up top, and he be the first one up there with the worst completion according to the passes that he done throw. 4 for 11 today. And Shedeur Sanders 5 for 8. Once again, he was the best. Once again, Shedeur Sanders was the best. He was the best out of all quarterbacks. Took advantage of all his opportunities that they gave him. Kenny Pickett, 2 of 6. 2 for 6. Whatever, I don't know how they graded, or was it 707 or 1111? They got to be the 1111. Then you got Dylan Gabriel, 4 of 8. Me personally, if I was Kevin Stefanski, the head coach, I wouldn't worry about Joe Flacco. I wouldn't worry about Kenny Pickett. I want to see, can Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders be my starting quarterback game one? And the loser, you be the backup. The Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, scout team. Joe Flacco cut. Just me. Waste of time because you can't develop no chemistry the way they going if you're the quarterback. You can't develop no chemistry with your wide receivers. And your quarterback need to get in the groove. You need to get in the groove. I know it's early. I understand it's early. I get that. You ain't got to sell me on that. I know it's still a week. I heard Catch the Master was saying that this is the week he want to get information. All right, he want to gather information on the quarterbacks in this room. Now, if Joe Flacco have been with you, you should already have the information. Now, if you try to gather information on Kenny Pickett or Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders, I can get that. I can get that part. But he's on record. The head coach is on record saying he's trying to gather information this week. And Sunday, tomorrow is Saturday. It'll be their last practice for the week. And then they'll move into Sunday, day off. Kevin Stefanski said the coaches, along with the offense coordinator, the quarterback coach, gonna get together and decide Monday which way they should go. So next week, like Monday, we'll see how the quarterback room will shape out. I don't think nothing gonna change as far as the quarterback, as far as the order of the quarterbacks. I don't think that's gonna change until them scrimmages. After them scrimmages, I think the pecking order gonna start changing. Then that's what we'll see. But today, Shedeur took advantage of his opportunities. And here's some things that I gathered from over there on Twitter that Zach was saying. He said 6 plays for Shedeur with the second team. So today, we know Shedeur ran with the second team offense. That's a big plus for Shedeur. Been waiting to see that. He didn't run. He did run with the 3 star. No, I saw that, but he didn't run with the 4s and the 3s all day. He had a chance to run with the number 2 offense. And that's where that 5 and 8 came in from, and that's a good thing. It was good to see that Sanders had a good intermediate uh, throw over the Miller to Whitehead. That was Zach Jackson, a beat writer for the Cleveland Browns organization. And my man over there on X, he also had something to say about Shedeur. Musgrave them. Now this Musgrave, what he had to say. Musgrave is the quarterback coach for Shedeur. He just explained them how they were asking him a question about the quarterback rotation, and that's what he had to say. And my man right here, this is what he had to say about the way the quarterback rotation went. Flacco went first with the ones, then Pickett went next with the number 2 offense. Then they change up again. You see Flacco ran with the number 1 offense. Pickett ran with the number 2 offense. Then Dylan Gabriel ran with the first team offense. And then Shedeur Sanders ran with the number 3 offense. Whenever you hear that number 3, you already know what that is. That's just the scout team. That's all what it is. Shedeur ran with the scout team starting off, but at the end, he ran with the number 2 offense. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing I'm waiting on. I've been waiting on to see. Let's see, can he get up and run with the number 1 team, first team offense? That's another thing I'll be looking forward to see. As time move along and see where Shedeur progress in the eyes of the head coach and the offensive coordinator and the ones who making the decision. Yeah, decision makers. That's what we call them. Those decision makers who make decisions. But he had a good day. Like I say, I think that first day of training camp, yeah, I bugged out on him then. I said, "Oh, Shedeur." I think he was a little bit nervous, a little bit. He might not admit it, but I believe he was a little bit nervous. And still, he bounced back yesterday and he bounced back today, like we knew he was gonna do. I have no doubt that he wasn't gonna bounce back. It's just that I just believe the way he don't perform so far, family, especially in OTAs and mandatory minicamp, the way he performed and he showed them and they got it on tape. He outperformed Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dylan Gabriel during those times. So I don't understand. I really still don't understand, but I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay focused. I'm gonna stay patient to see how this thing gonna end. I believe we're gonna end with Shedeur in the favor. He's just a better quarterback. He's just a better quarterback, and you can't hide him. It's showing itself. It's showing itself. And he had a press conference today. They was asking, boy, they throw those, boy, they throw the psych at him. But one thing about it, he didn't shy from it. He just gave him his true answer. They asked him about the speed ticket. They asked him about how he feel he's not getting a chance to run with the number 1 offense. Man, Shedeur ain't worried about that. He staying focused and he just said he just want to know that playbook. And when his opportunity comes to run with the number 1 offense, he just want to be ready and go out there and perform. And that's what you got to be. All of them got to be that, like that. Dylan Gabriel too. Dylan Gabriel got to be like that too. All of them got to be like that, really, because they are in a unique situation when the head coach haven't named a starting quarterback coming into the season. When you got 4 quarterbacks in the room, possibly 5 with Deshaun Watson, the quarterback room is loaded. And as you in training camp, it's just not enough reps. Just not enough reps to develop your chemistry with a wide receiver, with Jerry Judy. It's not enough reps to get them groove as a quarterback starting off the training camp part of this year. So that's my concern. And like I said, we still got time. It's just the first week. Tomorrow will be his 4th day. And hey, it is what it is. So let me see what y'all saying in the chat, and let me see what y'all think. Put it down in the chat. Let me know what you think so far about Shedeur Sanders training camp the first week. He got one more day tomorrow. Let me hear what y'all got to say. What y'all think about it, and let's talk about it. All right. Tonight is y'all night. Tonight is you all night. Tonight is y'all night. Let me see what the chat is saying. I got some videos that I'm gonna show tonight also. Uh, see. Let's see what the video's at. I got them loaded up somewhere. Let's see. I got it loaded up somewhere. So let me see what y'all have to say about. Let's see. Let's see. Coach G is in the building. He says should do a 12 sign a Nike contract for 40 million. Go on 12. Okay. My first time hearing that. Appreciate the information. OFB, what's going on? B Watts. And all in the chat. Everybody's on a hi. Okay. All right. Let's see. FD, what's going on? FD saying Shedeur is going to force their hands by him played. They are going to believe. Yeah, yeah. He gonna get out there. He gonna get out there. Once he get out there with that number one offense, you're not gonna be able to turn him back. Evaluation coming for 12 and God's time. Okay. All right. Let's see. Zipper Jones, what's going on? I can't wait for the season. All right. Like I said, I think he's gonna be all right. I think he's gonna be all right. I think he's gonna be all right. Throw them W12s up in the chat. Yeah. W12 in the chat for my dog. For my dog. For my dog. All right. Miss Christian Wild Williams is here. Kevin Sebastian know exactly what Shedeur is made of. I'm not worried. Big Watts. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I just wish he had started out with him, but hey, I mean, Kevin Sebastian, he know what he's doing. He's been a head coach. He's in charge. And, we're gonna see what he had to say. Roger Johnson said the media reporters aren't really picking up and acknowledging what Shedeur is saying. He tells them when I get the chance or when my opportunity comes, meaning that hasn't received. Oh, okay. Yeah. He sure telling them. He said he's not worried about uh running with the number one offense or his place on the depth chart. He came out and said, hey, I just want to be ready when my chance comes. I just want to be ready. That's what he was saying. And I can understand that. I can understand that. Corner sisters, what's going on? Shedeur gets to do reps with the ones tomorrow. He gonna run the ones tomorrow. Man, he get out there tomorrow and light that thing up. Ain't no going back, y'all. I'm just trying to tell you. What's up, man? What's going on? Yeah, it ain't no hey, it ain't no going back, y'all. Sabrina, what's up, Sabrina? Yeah, W12 in the chat. I'm sure he'll run across the video once he see his face on this video that we're doing. Becky said he always go back and watch the replay, so we're gonna see. Pads was said out. I said the same thing. Hey, when the shoulder pad come on and they play against a team, against a team, when they play against a team that really trying to come and make the team like Philadelphia and Carolina. Oh man, when them bullets start flying, oh we somebody got to show up. Which quarterback gonna show up if Joe Flacco is performing like this already in training camp with no pass on, and he always have the worst pass completion rating? Man, you wait till them shoulder pad come on when that defense coming at him. He's 41 years old. He's not finna stand in there and get hit. He's not. He just ain't, y'all. He just not. You just don't see that from somebody 40 years old. Michael Lockhart, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm just trying to tell y'all. I'm preparing y'all what's gonna happen now. Don't be surprised. J.A. Peter, what's up? Who we got here? All right, Miss Lady Alex said she became a member. Sports Talk. Be Watch. Appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. Another one. Appreciate it, Miss Lady. Miss Lady Elegance of Candles. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Sweet Pete, what's going on? Yep. So it is what it is. I think I just believe that I believe he gonna do good. He ready for this moment. And I think Shedeur really got frustrated now. When I was looking at them videos over and over and over again on yesterday and his birthday, boy, he got frustrated. Every time at the end of them runs, boy, he been slaying the ball down. I said, yeah, big dog. I know. I know, big dog. I know. I know, man. No, he sure can't. No, Flacco can't move around, big dog. No, no, you right. You right. You right. Flacco cannot move around. He won't last. He ain't gonna last. He ready to go to the house now. He he just waiting on Kevin to say it. He ready to go to the house now. Shit, he ain't fooling me with that. No, he don't want that. Yeah, yeah, congratulations. Yeah, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. We appreciate anything that anybody do for sports talk will be what. That's a blessing. All right, let's get into this. All right, I'm finna move on. I'm finna move on. I'm finna move on just a little bit farther. All right, here we go. The videos, what the videos I should do? Dicing them up. Yeah, lighten them up. All right, here we go. Here we go. Starting off with this one right here. Perfect time. Perfect time. Perfect time. Shedeur recognized. He recognized the defense. Uh, they was in, and he executed the play. What you would like to see from Shedeur? Quickly, three-step drop, got it out there to him, and he know what to do with it. Wide receiver know what to do with it. All right, coming with the next one. You go to the next one. I got Miles Garrett. This after practice. Miles Garrett working with Shedeur. That was after practice. Miles Garrett was lining up over the center, working with Shedeur after practice. That's a big time move right there for Shedeur to have the best defensive player to work with you and work out with you after practice. You can't beat that, especially when you're a rookie. Now that play right there, now that play right there, I didn't like that. He took his first three steps back, but he kept moving back, running back. I think it went off in the head and said, oh, I better step up. And he did step up at the end, but I didn't like that he kept going back. He kept going back. See how he drifting back? I didn't like that part right there. Yeah, I didn't like that. But he fixed it. I like how he fixed it. He caught himself at the end of the video. I think I cut it off. I really didn't want to show this one, but I explained it to you. I mean, you got to take the goods with the bad. Shedeur took first three steps, and then he hopped backwards, which is a bad move. I'm glad he caught himself because that's what he was doing at Colorado. I did not want to see him doing in Cleveland. One more time. Yeah, he going back. I didn't like that, but he stepped up. That pressure came off the end, and he caught himself, but he stepped on up in the pocket, and I like that. I like that. I like that. Well, he got another video. It's a longer video. It's gonna be about 30 seconds long, and let's watch just about every throw that he threw in the level level. This is the video where he went 5 for 8. You're gonna see the you go at the end. You're gonna see a yeah miss pass. So don't y'all kill him off of that. Uh, they didn't want to start. I wonder why I didn't start. There you go. That should do it. He completed first pass, rolling out. Shedeur got a little speed. I like that. I like that. I like that rollout. He stood up in that pocket on this one, man. Got that thing, boy. Oh, that ain't the one. It's the next. Here you go right there. Bam. Talk to him. Talk to him, 12. Talk to him, 12. Stand up in there. Yeah, he missed that. Yeah, that's the one that you missed. He missed that one. But at the end, you just got to like the way he chopping wood slowly but surely, chopping wood, but he's better than the rest of them. That's all that matters to me. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to concentrate on the rest of the quarterback room. I just want to take a look at Shedeur to see his progress going forward each day. Now, let's watch some old videos. Uh, let's see. One more time on that. He got the ball out of his hand real fast on that play. I like that. Y'all hit that like button for me. He's scrambling. Yeah. I like that misdirection, rolling out. Kevin Stefanski offense got him on the move, up under the center. He scrambled out of there. The pass rush got to him. He stood up in that pocket on this one though and delivered that thing. Give me that. Give me that. Like I said, he looked better than the rest of the quarterback. This the one he gonna miss. Cause yeah, he just ran back and threw that. He threw that ball there off his back foot. Yeah, when you don't step into it, that's what happened. That ball would sail on you. When you running back and trying to throw it, the ball would sail on you. He didn't plant that back foot. All right. Here's Kevin Stefanski talking to ESPN Cleveland, and here are the words that Kevin Stefanski had to say. Y'all listen to him. You can take whatever he say. Sometimes I just don't trust what Kevin Stefanski say. He just got to prove it to me. Now, some of the things he done said, now it now came the truth. It came the truth. Now, some of the stuff, it's questionable.
Talked about this plan that you were going to put together with the quarterbacks and just acknowledging that there just isn't enough reps. There's never be enough reps as a coach. How's it gone so far? And will there be any adjustment, or is the plan going the way you thought it would be in terms of making sure everybody gets the reps enough?
Yeah, I think we're comfortable and confident in the plan through these first 4 days. Obviously, you have a plan moving forward, but you want to take in information. I want to see how these guys are performing in different areas, and that's not, just an individual or just in a team period or just in 7-on-7. It's really an all-encompassing evaluation. So I think the guys are doing a great job. That's one thing I would point out. With 4 quarterbacks that you're repping, these are 4 good guys. These are good people. These are guys that love football, that love to practice, that love to sit in there in the meeting room and really talk ball. So we are blessed. I'm so fortunate to sit in there and talk football with Joe, Kenny, Shedeur, Dylan, and these guys, and we're coaching them up off the reps. Deshaun in there, Tommy Reese, Bill Musgrave. This is a fun group that can really dive into all the things about football that we love. So that's what I appreciate about those guys. Now, having said that, like you said, Bo, you're trying to maximize all their reps. I'm sure every single one of those guys would want every single one of the reps. I get that. But how can you get better even if you're behind, standing behind and getting that mental rep? That's what we're trying to do. Even in walkthrough, I would say this. We're maximizing our time in walkthrough. So we're even doing a lot of 2 spots in walkthrough, both offensively and defensively, to make sure that we're utilizing the time available to us as best we can.
Yeah, she said, Kevin, Phil, Robin, you hell, man. Robin, you don't hold back on say be saying a whole bunch of nothing. He really do. He don't never want to answer the question. But I would listen to Tony. Who I would listen to? Was it Tony Grossman today? He said a lot of good things about Shedeur today. Now that's the first time I ever heard him say anything good about Shedeur. Because numbers don't lie. See, you got people out there, you got the fans out there now, and hey, you got them fans out there now, so they seeing things too. So when you come back and say something that don't match up, that really don't match up from what you saying, oh, they gonna let you know over there on Twitter. It just is. Hey, how you doing, Miss E. Willett? We hope your family and your mother doing fine today. Yeah, so it's just hard for me. They lie a lot. I ain't gonna say they lie a lot. They just don't tell the truth a lot for some reason. I don't know. It sounds like they scared they're gonna lose Shedeur fan base, so they tiptoeing around Shedeur. They scared. They seem like they scared they're gonna lose their fan base if Shedeur is not. Yeah, you already know. Well, they gonna lose me. Yes, I don't know about the rest of them. Yeah, I don't know about the rest of them, but it is what it is. They're gonna lose me because I'm only here talking about Cleveland because of Shedeur. It is what it is. So yeah. So Zach, yeah, I seen Zach. I heard what Zach said today. Yeah. So you got to look at it with a grain of salt. Only thing Shedeur got to say is only thing Shedeur got to do is continue to. Only thing he can do. Ain't nothing he can do. There ain't nothing he can do. But just go out there and perform. Keep putting up those numbers. Keep going out there, showing him what he can do, and continue to get better and better and better. Because right now I don't know what's going on in the film room. I don't know what's going on outside of everything. But from what I done seen from each quarterback, the film they don't put out and these little stats things, Shedeur has outperformed each one of these quarterbacks every day except the first day of training camp. That's it. That's it. I mean, that's it. So it is what it is, you know. Shedeur bringing them attention. He's yeah, he bringing them the revenues. He doing everything. He doing everything he can for this organization to be successful right now. But when he went to that press conference, it looked like those old head reporters are always trying to come after him for no reason at all. They want to bring up a speeding ticket. We talked to Mary Kay, y'all know. We talked to Andrew Berry about the speeding ticket. Man, woman, gone. You got folks out there putting guns to women head, slapping other people upside the head, and you were Shedeur and Andrew Berry about a speeding ticket. And that she didn't ask him nothing about football. Nothing. She did not ask him nothing about football. Are you comfortable? What would it take for you to be comfortable? Do you know the plays or something? She went after Shedeur about a speeding ticket, family. A speeding ticket. Out of, and you're a reporter that's supposed to know football, right? She didn't ask and say, hey, when you throw which one of the wide receivers you are comfortable with. You know, which play is your favorite play so far? But she went up there and asked him about she asked him about a speeding ticket, y'all. Out of all the questions concerning football, she asked him about a speeding ticket. That man, she should. The Cleveland Brown organization should not allow Mary Kay to cover them. I'm just being honest. I, woman, you got to go cover the basketball team or the baseball team. You'll have you'll have to leave. You're gonna have to leave my team alone, my players alone. Look like Kevin Stefanski all the telling that. Hey, fall back. It's a rookie. We already done handled that situation. We don't need you to coming out here asking about no speeding ticket. We ain't asking you about your speeding ticket, your drunk driving, or nothing that you don't know. Ask this man about some football. Ain't nobody got time to hear that in a press conference. We ain't got time for that. I ain't. We don't want to hear that. Yeah, that's crazy. It's just crazy. Jay, I ain't heard. I don't make no sense, Jay. It really don't. It just don't, man. But should do answer just about every question they throwed up in. It is. Now Tony Grossman, he did ask him about how do you feel about getting those number one reps. And Shedeur stood up like he should say. He ain't got no control of that. Only thing I want to do is get prepared, and when my time comes, I'm gonna deliver. And that's his mindset. He should be like that. Matter of fact, now I got to give Tony Grossman credit. He asked Dylan Gabriel the same question, and Dylan Gabriel said, "Hey, I just can't worry about that. I got to continue to work as I'm a starting quarterback." He said there's a several ways of getting reps mentally. Uh, and you saw today, uh, Shedeur and DG, they working after practice, getting their reps in. They was getting their reps in. You know, that's a good thing. I guess, hey, y'all, hey, DG got tired of just seeing and hearing about Shedeur out there after practice, out there, out, out there, out there getting that work in. Say, oh no, I can't let Shedeur. Shedeur, I got to get some of that. I got to get some of that, Shedeur. I'm gonna stay after practice too. DG said, "Oh hell no!" But like I'm saying now, I don't know about how y'all feel about it. I don't know how y'all feel how this thing gonna turn out. But me personally, I think like I've been saying. I'm gonna hold my guns like I've been saying. I ain't gonna change. I ain't gonna sway. I believe Shedeur gonna make his move. He gonna make his move when them shoulder pads come on and when he going up against other teams. I just don't see. This just me. This just me, Coach G. I just don't see Joe Flacco at 41 years old gonna be able to get away from the Philadelphia defense when they scrimmage them. They scrimmaged them 2 times. I just don't see Dylan Gabriel being able to see over a offensive line and a defensive line that's taller than him. I just don't see that, y'all, to complete a pass. You seen the passes now. I didn't want to show that video. The passes that he threw today, man, he was missing them guys. It didn't make no sense. I'm like Zach when I first played that video of Zach. It looked like Dylan Gabriel don't belong in the NFL because this lady, I don't forgot her name, she posted the entire throwing section of Dylan Gabriel over there on Twitter. Lord, how much it is. It looked pitiful, y'all. It just do. They don't look nothing like Shedeur. Shedeur look like he polished and an NFL quarterback, except on 2 throws. She posted each quarterback passes, and I'm gonna show tomorrow. I'm gonna get them tomorrow, and I'm gonna show them at 8 o'clock in the morning, or each one of them, and then you'll be able to see if you haven't all seen, if y'all haven't seen them already. I'm gonna put it together tonight and put it together out there on YouTube at 8 o'clock in the morning, and you're gonna see for yourself. You're gonna see why them numbers are like that. You definitely gonna see why Joe Flacco was 4 for 11. He's the worst quarterback for his completion rating since the Cleveland Browns has reported this year, except for one day, and that was the first day of training camp because Shedeur had the bit worse. But other than that, it's been Joe Flacco. And when I show you this video tomorrow, you're going to say, wow, what in the world he going to do against Philadelphia, Cincinnati, and Baltimore? And then you're going to see Dylan Gabriel. And you're going to see what's the other quarterback name? I forget it. They so many. Kenny Pickett. You're going to see a video. Y'all, they don't look nothing like Shedeur in that pocket. You're going to see so many overthrows. You're going to say, dog, I could be do this. That wide receiver be wide open and they miss him. Missing him. Now, Shedeur, when he out there, and check this out, family, and I ain't trying to knock down nobody, just to lift up Shedeur. You finna see it. They are running with the #1 offense. That J.A., OFB, Isaac, Coach G, Fred, Neil, Sabrina, they are running with the #1 offense. And I heard Tony Grossman, he said it today on his show. This is the worst offensive day I have ever seen since covering Cleveland, other than Shedeur. I was shocked he said that. SB, hey, even Tony said, man, God, he said he was that shocked. They couldn't throw a touchdown pass. I think somebody threw 1 touchdown pass. And that was it. That was it. That was it. Tony Grossman said that, man, he said he thought today would have been better, but it got worse with the quarterback room. And when I show you them videos tomorrow, you gonna see. Ain't no way Joe Flacco gonna put it like this. I don't know what Kevin gonna do. I can't speak for Kevin. To me, Joe Flacco is not gonna start game 1 playing like this. Going back from OTA, mandatory minicamp, and training camp. He can't. I was Lord. Like I say, Shedeur is doing more with less. He's running with the third team. The third team. And everybody else running with the first team. Shedeur ran. Shedeur, excuse me, Shedeur ran with the second team first time today. And with power play. 5-8 in the last period. We can't make this stuff up, man. You just can't. Like I said, look how Shedeur is standing up. He looking strong in the pocket. He looked like on a fruit throws that got away from him. Now I get that. Don't look like I think that pass rush. He don't hey, I hate to say this. I hate to speak for him. I don't think Shedeur trust the offensive line, y'all. Yeah. He don't trust. Watch how he bag up. Watch how he bag up on this play now. He don't trust that offensive line family. I already know what's going on. You don't trust the offensive line. That's all what it is. You don't trust him. Like I say, he's strong, man. On the run, looking for the tight end. Now he playing with second string, family, and doing all this. And third string. He doing this with bag ups. He doing more with less. Stand up in that pocket, boy. Got in that thing. Give me that. Big old tight end. Boy, doing this thing. Boy, you probably make the team because of what you do. Now he missed this throw. He throwing the ball off his back foot on that one. Yeah, he throw the ball off his back foot on that. But like I say, he doing more with less when it come down to that quarterback room. I know it's a tough situation. Uh, Once they set the pecking order of the quarterback room and the quarterback rotation, I think Shedeur, he at least got to jump Dylan Gabriel. Now, Dylan Gabriel is the one who they drafted, so I'm sure they're going to give him more opportunities than Shedeur when it come down to running with the number one team because they showing their hand already. But somebody in that offensive coaching staff room gonna have to speak up for Shedeur. Now, Shedeur play on the field should be speak louder and more from him for himself. But when they go into that room on Sunday, that offensive coordinator or that quarterback coach, they're gonna have to speak up for Shedeur. And Kevin Stefanski got to have a clear mind and know his job is on the line when it come down to Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. Now I know he can't go off it right now, but when them scrimmages come and that preseason game come, he got to have an open mind about this. He can't worry about where he drafted Dylan Gabriel and drafted Shedeur. He got to make a decision when it comes to who the best and who playing the best. That's what he got to do. Whoever the best player and whoever playing the best, yeah, that's who he need to go with. Because I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you he hate Kevin Stefanski hate ESPN Cleveland keeping up with this quarterback track. Yeah. As a matter of fact, oh yeah, I'm tell you what Tony G said today. Tony Grossman, and this other guy was on a podcast together, right? Right? They doing their show together. It's on YouTube. All you got to do, go there and look at, I think it's cleveland.com podcast. This graphic right here, they was talking about this chart. Tony Grossman, one who make this up. I found that out today. He made this up, and he said Shedeur was the best quarterback today with the 5-8. And that dude said, no, Tony. You know, me and you were beside each other. I told you it was 6-8. Shedeur was 6 for 8. So that go to show you when these charts come out, Tony Grossman and Mary Kay them, they lying. He busted him out on his own show. It called the Grossman Podcast, I think. Something. I seen this first podcast today. He told Tony, he said, no, Tony, it ain't. Shedeur wasn't 5 for 8. He said, yeah, that's right. Then Tony said, yeah, that's right. I printed it wrong. He said, no, Shedeur was 6 for 8. That go to show you right now, they've been lying all along. They've been lying all along. He called him right out on his own show and called him out. Yeah, Coach G. Coach G. Hey, When I heard that, man, I said, dog. I said, and Tony was starting off the show. Oh, he was there talking trash. Yeah, yeah. Tony said, Shedeur had the best day. We were 5 for 8. That dude stopped him right in his track. No, Tony, no, no, no. No, me and you standing side together. It was 6 for 8. Then Tony said, yeah, yeah, yeah. I made a misprint on that. I got to straighten it out. It's too late now. Straighten it out. You don't put it out there. They been lying on my dog ever since. And it go to show you right now. He told on himself. He told on himself. That's why I said, man, you really don't know who to trust. That's why I try to listen to Zach Jackson or G. Bush if you ever want to hear anything true, because they out there. They telling us the truth. Mary Kay, Tony Grossman, them, and the people, ESPN Cleveland, they ain't gonna tell us the truth about Shedeur. They're just not. They rooting for their guy. Their guy gonna be Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel. That's who they want. That's who they want. They don't want Shedeur. They just don't. And it seemed like Kevin don't want him in. It seemed like. But at the end, Kevin got to do the right thing, because that locker room, I'm telling y'all, that locker room, they know who the best. You can't fool them players now. Can't fool them players. If Kevin Stefanski mess around and lose the locker room, they going to quit on him and he going to lose his job. Yeah, 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 yeah. I heard it. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, just be lying, man. Folks just be lying, man. Just be lying. What's up, man? What's going on? They just be lying, man. They just be lying. Yeah, I hate that, man. Especially when the people who are rooting for Shedeur, you know, if 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 Kenny Pickett, if Dylan Gabriel, and if Joe Flacco is better than Shedeur, and I can see it, and somebody can show me that, I say okay. I say okay. But family, if they ain't, they just ain't. You just can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up, man. It's just crazy, man. Be what? That's exactly the concern. The coach cannot be trusted. He can't. Hey, you right, man. It just, but we gotta trust him. We got to. This 18 ain't nothing Shedeur can do. There's nothing Shedeur can do about it on this depth chart. And what they got him in. Only thing Shedeur can do is continue to go out there and just perform. He got to keep his faith up. He got to practice, perform, and think like he's the #1 quarterback out of this whole group. That's how I used to do. I knew when I was quarterbacking in ninth grade. I knew I wasn't the best, right? I didn't have the strongest arm as the other quarterback did, but I was accurate. My practice habit, my leadership skills, it was better than him, but he had a stronger arm, and plus he was faster than me. Now I knew the guy was better than me. Yeah, I knew that. I ain't crazy. And I come out and say, hey, this dude, you're better than me. Yeah, I know that. But I ain't gonna go out there and say, hey, I should be the quarterback. I know I'm the man. No, I know I ain't better than him. I know I ain't. I know I'm not. So I'm just saying, man, it's just crazy. You don't know what to believe. You don't know if the NFL is behind it. You're right, Sabrina. You don't know if the collusion part is still a part of it. You just don't know what's going on, because we know Shedeur is better than a old 41-year-old quarterback and Joe Flacco. It's show they showing us every time. They are showing us every time that Joe Flacco is not better than Shedeur when they put these trackers out here. When they put these trackers out here, when they put them out here, they showing me Flacco be the worst one every time. So Eric, you gonna keep telling me he the most polished one? He got the strongest arm. Well, why it ain't showing up in practice? Why it ain't showing up in short pains? Ain't no pass. They ain't trying to hit him. They know he old. It ain't showing up in practice, y'all. It ain't showing up on the film. I don't know what they looking at in that film room, Shedeur have the best numbers whenever they give him a chance, and he running with the number 3 offense. The number 3. They throwing the ball to Jerry Judy. Jerry Judy is a top 100 player in the NFL this year. Top 100. Family. Can't make this up. And Kenny Pickett, he 2 for 6. Shit. J.A. can go out there and throw a 2 for 6. Coach G can do that. Miss E. Willer can go out there and throw the ball to a running back out of backfield and complete 2 passes. As soon as you get the ball, they throw it to the running back. 2 for 6. And you're supposed to be better than Shedeur when he running with the number 3 offense and you running with the number 1. Y'all make this make sense. Make this make sense. Somebody please make it make sense. It don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense. You just cannot continue to throw that down my throat. You just can't. Time after time after time. Practice after practice after practice. Shedeur got to be the last one, all because he was drafted last. What about the talent? When will the talent make a decision? When the talent on the field make a decision? Preseason, so we got to go through this charade. And I got to come on this camera every day talking about this. When I'm saying it, and you saying it, I don't know what Kevin Stefanski think he gonna find out what he don't already know in a couple more weeks. Ain't nothing gonna change. It's not gonna change. Former players like Ocho Cinco, Shannon Sharp, all these guys done played the game, said they are who they are. Joe Flacco is who he is when he was at Indianapolis. Ain't nothing gonna change. Kenny Pickett is who he is as a quarterback when he was at Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. Kevin Stefanski ain't gonna change. He couldn't even change Deshaun Watson. So what makes you think he finna change Kenny Pickett? Dylan Gabriel, we don't know what he can do in the NFL because he's a rookie. Shedeur Sanders, we don't know what Shedeur Sanders can do in the NFL because he haven't went up against another team, right? They're both rookies. Those are the 2 quarterbacks that I would focus on because I want to see what they can do. Since y'all don't have no franchise quarterback, let me see what Shedeur and Dylan Gabriel can do. And I promise you, from what I have seen in Shedeur in the past, Shedeur Sanders is their franchise quarterback. It just is. He don't play against with a terrible offensive line in Colorado and Jackson State and still won. Now you put him in the NFL, the offensive line ain't got to be that great. It can be decent. It can be decent, and Shedeur will get the job done. He'll get the job done. Just keep him upright. It seems like they're gonna have a good defense. It seems like that because they got Myles Garrett, they have Denzel Ward, and they got those 2 rookies. Myles Garrett, the best defensive player in the NFL. You got Denzel Ward, one of the top defensive backs in the NFL. They got the 2 rookies one rookie that they got from Michigan to go with Myles Garrett on that defensive line. They got a good defense. They just need a good quarterback, and they do have one. They got one. They got a game in 3 to 4 weeks. You think I'll be wasting my time with Joe Flacco when you already know he ain't coming back next year? You gave him a 1-year contract. You really think I'll be wasting my time with Kenny Pickett? You refuse to take up his 5th-year option on his contract. So that let me know you ain't got time to fool with him. So Kevin Stefanski ought to be taking his knowledge along with the offensive coordinator and the quarterback coach, pointing all into the 2 rookies. Dylan Gabriel, since y'all so high on him, see what he can do and give your knowledge to Shedeur. You know what he can do. You already know. He don't prove it to you. He don't prove it to you. He have proven it to you. Like I say, Shedeur is standing up and he coming. He ain't no quitter. He gonna keep coming. You're not gonna be able to break him, so ain't no need to try. If that's what you're doing, I don't know if the NFL telling y'all not to put Shedeur out there. We still want to put that pressure on him. I don't know, but I can tell you one thing: he ain't quit. Something gonna have to give. Something gonna have to give. Even y'all want to realize, hey, we can't break that dude's spirit. Commission NFL, Jerry Jones, y'all. We can't break this dude's spirit, y'all. We can't. J.A., appreciate the super chat, 499. Appreciate it, baby. Appreciate it. We can't break his spirit. We can't do nothing. Can we, hey, just like that draft was, can we go ahead and take it off? Listen, he QB1. Yeah, Joe Flacco can't beat him. Kenny Pickett can't beat him. Jerry Jones, I'm telling y'all, they can't beat him. Y'all looking at it in the game. I done lost my first 3 games. Joe Flacco lost the first one. Kenny Pickett lost the second. Dylan Gabriel lost the third one. I need to put Shedeur out there. Can I put him out there? And they're gonna take off like a jet. Yeah, they're gonna take off like a jet when you get out there now. Yeah. Collusion. Y'all some cricket bastards. Excuse me, ladies. That's it. I'm just saying it don't make no sense. Why y'all want to do that dude like that, man? Why they want to do that dude like that? Shedeur ain't never said nothing or bother nobody. He don't never talk bad about nobody. Matter of fact, today, y'all, check this out. I forgot to tell y'all that. Y'all probably already know. Shedeur was getting ready to walk up to his press conference, and they started off with one question. Mary Kay. Shedeur said, hold on. I want to wait till my teammate get through with his press conference. I don't want to take all the attention from him. I'm sure he needs the spotlight just like I need. But they said he was arrogant. They said he was selfish. They said he entitled. They said all the negative things during this pre-draft, and he just going out there showing them every time. But I ain't that dude. I ain't who y'all try to label me to be. No, my teammate is up answering questions. Let him finish his, then I'll go. Hey, rookie. Hey, rookie. Well, you tell Coach Prime hands all over. Boy, been trained right. Coach G, J.A., Miss E. Will, he been raised right. Boy, got manners. They trying to kill that dog like that. Man, y'all need to stop that, man. They need to stop that stuff, man. I don't know if y'all saw that, but man, shoot, that dude that stood up in that paint, that press conference. No, hold on. Let my teammate go. Let him finish his press conference. Then I'll go. I'm sure he come out here, he want to be heard and finish his press conference too. Well, you hit him with that okey doke, boy. Go ahead, Shedeur. Go ahead, bro. Wayne Hood, he hit him with that. Wayne Hood. Hey, he hit him with that okey doke, boy. Hey, he hit him with that okey doke. Man, they couldn't handle Shedeur, man. They couldn't handle that dude. They just couldn't handle him, man. Yeah. He showed, yeah. Now, Rizzo don't play with him. Rizzo don't play with him. He don't play with him. Rizzo tell it like it is. Needs a girl. Rizzo tell it like it is. Rizzo don't play. He don't care. Rizzo don't care. No, he sure don't. TV, what's going on, man? Yeah, he don't care, man. Kenny Williams said, I wouldn't let Kenny or Joe hold the ball for the field goal. God, dog. Dog, bro. Yeah. Oh, it's evil to say. In all honesty, I'm ready to go. But of course, I was still can stay with you. I told in that broadcast I did last night. Hey, that video I did other day, I told you to do it at the end of that video, boy. I'm gonna stay here with you. It's rough. Trust me, Shedeur. It's rough staying here with you, man. Ain't nobody got time for this foolishness, man. Now, I don't know what kind of tricks the NFL is doing or Cleveland, but man, tricks are made for Halloween. What that rapper say? Tricks are made for Halloween. Yeah. And nobody got time for this, man. Shoot. Shedeur 12 is their best quarterback. Seriously, no question. They need to get it real, bro. 12 need to run with the number one. He do immediately. That last word that you put on that sentence, immediately, if they want to prepare for the opening game against Cincinnati. You ain't got time to waste, man. You ain't got time to waste, man. Miss Brown said tell me why, because that's important for his average. Yeah, man, it's just crazy. Dollar Bill, what's up, man? You all right? Yes, Saturday is not a fifth round pick. If not, he's given a fair chance. He should move or trade to another team that would value and respect his talent. I'm starting to agree with y'all, man. It's time to cut out all the foolishness, man. Hey, chat. Sport Talk with B Watch show is thank and appreciate for y'all in donation. Yeah, I do. I appreciate everybody. Everything they do for Sports Talk with B Watch. A lot of people have helped the broadcast, and I'm grateful for that. When the defense come out on the field and turn 3 plays later to go back, they would give. Yeah. But that's gonna be interesting, man. So it is what it is. If they don't play Shedeur, the game will be disrupted by the family. Yeah. It's just crazy, man, how it going. And when you see them fans out there, when he was out there, man, hey, them little kids went out there and bought them 12 jerseys. One little boy said, I went and bought this 12 jersey just for this day. I seen the video. He said, I went and bought this 12. My mom and my dad went and bought this jersey today for this first opening practice today. I go back to school next week. Had that 12 on. Had that 12 on. Yeah, man. So it is what it is. So they gonna have to play it. They probably gonna play him later. But if I was them, I'd play him early. Cause I know I win. Yep, you right. You right. It is what it is. You right. You sure right. You sure right. It seems like the Shedeur fan base want Cleveland to win more than they want to win. The organization want to win. That's just me. It seems like which is crazy, man. It's just crazy. It seems like we want them to win more than they want to. But it is what it is. All right, family, I got to get off here. My hour's up. I got to go ahead and do some things and get ready for tomorrow. I'll drop that video in the morning at 8 a.m. And I hope y'all hang around to check it out. But once again, I appreciate y'all. I really do. On this weekend, I pray to God that each one of y'all have a good weekend and stay safe. Take care of your family because your family should be important to you. All right? Once again, because y'all my family and y'all are important to me. Appreciate y'all. May the grace of God continue to bless each one of you spiritually, educational, financially, and be the person that God wants you to be. All right? Once again, good night. Thank you for watching Sports Talk with B Watts. Appreciate y'all. Good night. Wayne Hood, I see you, big dog. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Have a good night. I'll be praying for each one of you. I sure will.
Are you practicing to practice or you practicing to be great?
Which way am I going?
Today's supposed to come. You on the way.